Hey guys, join your scary queens,
Chelsea,
Christian, Harry,
and Sabrina for the Witching Hour.
we will review horror,
get into some mysterious stories,
and to be honest, probably share our opinions on just about anything.
Don't be afraid to stick around. Harry never watched the movie.
Yeah, like why do you have to read? Because we watched it. Like, I don't know.
Okay, then I'll let y'all tell it, and then we can do as long as we always.
And that's the
perfect way to start the podcast. Today, guys, we are coming back to our roots, and we are reviewing a movie. And this movie is one that we all love very much. We actually basically rented out a movie theater to watch it because no one showed up. I don't think many people liked it, but definitely.
We watched it late in the game. I want to give her the credit she maybe do.
Literally, I'll look it up on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it got a high score.
Yeah. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes says.
Also, Christian and I are serving the feeders right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not on feeder fetish right now.
Christian and Chelsea are eating, Sabrina's knitting, and I'm shirtless. So there's the treat for you.
So we gotta be hitting a few, tickling some fancies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it got 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then like 59% on the audience score.
A crime.
And who let them decide?
It's a critics' consensus is the 29%. I don't know who these said critics are, but
can I tell you they're probably all old and they have no taste because that shit was good.
Well, it was only good because Thomas Doherty was literally fulfilling all of our fantasies.
No, I mean, yeah.
Not mine.
Sorry, they were casting good people, but also like I liked it. It was spooky.
I feel like it was
about class disparities. Okay. Like I like it.
Okay, well, today we are reviewing The Invitation. Did I already say that?
No, you haven't.
No, we didn't.
No, we've been. It's been a build up this whole time.
We didn't.
We are reviewing The Invitation, starring Thomas Doherty and that beautiful woman whose name I will look up right now. Well, there's multiple people.
From Game of Thrones, Natalie Emmanuel.
Natalie Emmanuel. I can't find the. Hold on. I got the guy.
Is it Natalie or Natalie?
Oh, yeah. It's probably
There's
Natalie.
a TH in there.
But
there's a TH.
But yeah, we were doing The Invitation. We went a few months ago, and I don't know if we're going to leave what Christian said in earlier, but he said I didn't watch the movie. I did watch the movie. I just didn't rewatch it. So I'm going to lay back while everyone tells the plot, and then I'll comment. And this time I won't be laying back because my devices are dying. Well, maybe I will.
We'll see.
It's at 42%, so we'll see what happens.
That's not bad.
Harry was really prepared.
I can tell you that I had it plugged in; it just wasn't charging for some reason.
Speaking of coming prepared, Sabrina was asleep at our call time.
Right. Sabrina knocked out.
They were all bullying me because I wanted to take an afternoon nap. And no one, like a post-dinner nap, and no one wanted to...
At 5, when our podcast...
Can I tell you?
No, we're not getting into this. We're talking about the movie.
Right? I think we should get into it, because we all told Sabrina, don't take a nap, you're not going to wake up. And she said, no, I'm going to wake up. And then, what happened?
She didn't wake up.
She didn't wake up.
I
don't feel bad about it.
And her phone died.
We have a joke in the friendship that I birthed Sabrina, Chelsea and Christian birthed me. Mm-hmm. And can I tell you, guessed it out the bat when Sabrina said, I'm going to be awake. I said, right. So I just took my time.
Well, okay. Maybe if I had fallen asleep at 5, like I had wanted to.
Can I? No. And no. And also no.
You would have just slept longer.
Yeah, and I would be better rested.
Yeah, I only had to text you 17 times and call you, and then Chelsea called you. And
do you guys want to hear about Harry's birth story? It's really beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, Christian and Chelsea cloaca'd me out of the eating hole.
Christian carried you to full term and a few extra months.
Yeah.
And you came out bald-headed, but you had eyebrows and a
bald-headed, but You're right.
Bald-headed, but a full set of eyebrows and a full set of teeth.
And
That's
a
really
dumb-
scary.
and a
I'd push
dumb-
that shit back in.
That's a good drag name. Full Seta Teeth.
Write it down.
I'm gonna write that down.
We got a
Guys,
scary.
Kristin and Harry have this list of drag names, and they're all horrendous.
They're all
It's scary long.
Some of them we shouldn't say on here, so.
I'm gonna say one because
Okay.
it was mine,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it. It's Rhonda Santis.
Pew, 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 pew.
No, okay, can I tell you? Weren't we just talking that he's a drag queen or something? Actually,
No,
No.
Wrong person.
No.
Wrong person.
that's George
No.
Santos.
And George Santos, Ron DeSantis, same person.
When I dress up as Ron DeSantis, I'm walking out on that stage, full split, up in the air, down, and then death drop.
I was gonna say we could get fucking whatever for defamation, but you know
Eat
what
my
freedom of
shorts.
speech- You know what freedom of speech is actually for? To protect you from the government. Okay, you can't just go around saying slurs, but I can't say that Ron DeSantis is a bad governor. Cheers.
I don't like
And
it.
that's her opinion.
And
That's
that's
my opinion.
yeah.
Another drag name, Maya Opinion. But that one we took from
Oh.
TikTok.
We did
Oh,
check that.
okay.
Credits to whoever came up with that one. But anyway,
Credits to
But we
whoever.
also have some like Slay puns.
Slay
So we're not the best at this.
Oh,
but-
I don't like
Yeah.
Lele Pons.
Lele Pons.
Why
Not
are you
Okay, so the
raising your
invitation-
hand?
Why are you raising your hand?
Put your hand down, Harry.
I didn't do that.
He's raising his hand like he's in class. He said,
Maybe because I actually raised my hand and thought, does that happen?
Nope,
You
it
got a
doesn't.
smart-
You clicked it.
Can I tell you, I'm not touching my screen right now, so
"Oh my gosh, it's a ghost."
it's the invitation. Anyway, speaking of the
Harry,
invitation,
Harry has a squatter, and I know it. Harry has a squatter, and I know it really freaks me out. I hate sleeping over at his place now. I really can't sleep over anymore.
well, I tell, how do I stop it? I tell Sabrina once that I think there's someone in my attic, and now she can't forget about it.
Oh, I think there's
Now
someone
it's-
in my attic too.
Oh my
No, but
God.
like Harry's house at night is
I love
terrifying. It's big and lonely, and
Is
Whoa.
big.
Is being home.
it's just very empty for some. He doesn't have a lot of furniture for some reason.
Furniture. I don't have any of that either.
He doesn't have what furniture.
You said furniture.
Furniture.
Because it's not
Okay.
my house, and my sister's
So
supposed to.
it's his sister does not have a lot of furniture, and the house is eerily echoey. And at night when I have to go pee, I'm convinced that there's gonna be Ma. No,
Okay,
I don't know if
Sabrina,
we ever
we'll get
named
into
her,
your- we'll get
but
into your
the lady
trauma.
from Barbarian is gonna like,
Mama.
come
Mama.
out of come out of her your sister's
Girl.
bedroom. I'm convinced.
Girl.
That
It's
was
terrifying.
horrid. I'm so sorry, but that's the noise she makes.
Yeah.
Okay, but the
So
invitation, sorry.
Ma comes and gets invited to England.
Right.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we're talking about a movie. Okay, so we start off
With our main character.
our main character Evie. She lives in New York City. Very much giving Rent the musical. She has no money.
Oh, copyright.
Right. She has no money. She works as like a I don't know, a cocktail waitress at like events, and she's like beef carpaccio, and people are like, ugh, and then she's like, me.
Chelsea, would you like to tell us what that is?
Beef
carpaccio?
carpaccio?
Yeah.
I want to say it's like, well, no, it's not beef. Maybe I'm thinking of like
Not beef.
beef.
It better
Is it raw?
I was gonna say I thought it was beef tartare, but I think it's different. Here.
Beef carpaccio is an Italian appetizer of
I think
thinly
I-
sliced.
I saw
Ramen. Okay, I'm explaining it,
No,
but it's
thinly.
and I
They asked
deserve to
me,
speak.
Harry, me.
oh, did you
Ah.
know? Right, you said
Oh,
you weren't.
did
Okay,
you
okay. Well, I
know?
saw
Did you know?
I saw Anna Paul eat beef tartare on TikTok.
Okay, is
It's
that
raw
all you had
beef.
to say?
It's raw beef slices. It's raw.
Okay, there's a lot of foreshadowing in this movie, which I really liked watching the second time around. I was like, oh my god, hey! I like little
So-
snippets that
so-
like allude to the ending.
So I'm gonna finish that. An Italian appetizer of thinly sliced raw meat, just with lemon juice and olive oil.
Anyway, so she was a cocktail waitress, and she hates her life, and she has a dead mother,
Damn,
and
Love dead moms.
And her mom's name, Lara Croft.
wrong.
Wrong. What?
And her mom's name, Lara Croft.
Anyway, but it's giving very much.
that's a good
Rent
drag name,
because
Laura Croft.
It's giving very much Rent because she's a starving artist. She'd be working the clay pots, like Ghost, with Demi Moore and what's his
Kurt
name?
Russell.
Patrick Swayze.
I always get them
Mom
confused.
and
I
Billy.
think they look exactly the same, Kurt Russell and Patrick Swayze.
Well, one of them is looking
Dead.
at the inside of a coffin. So
Yeah, one of them is dead. Sabrina, can you guess which one?
guess which one? Guess which one?
It's Patrick Swayze. I know Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have beautiful life
Oh,
together.
Yeah, they do.
okay.
They do.
But yeah, she's broke, and they're talking about like men being gross right off the bat. Love it. And she's actually serving the beef carpaccio at
Mama,
an event.
She's serving and
Serving.
She is serving because
Um,
she's Gorgina. She's
Oh, she's
Beautiful.
beautiful. She's from Game of Thrones, by the way. Nathalie Emmanuel. She was in Game of Thrones. So anyhoozle, she's working an event that's like a 23andMe type moment where they're like, everybody figure out your ancestry by spitting in a tube, which can I tell you, I will never do. Never.
why?
Because, okay, this is conspiracy theory time.
Oh my god. Guys,
if the-
might
Okay.
be spreading misinformation.
It's not misinformation. I'm saying it's a
Trigger
conspiracy.
warning, misinformation.
Trigger
If the-
warning. I have no citations except
If the government wanted to steal a piece of you, they wouldn't need to get you to spit in a tube for it.
here's what I think it will do. I feel I don't want to give the government my DNA because if I personally,
No, they got it. They've got it.
if I
already.
personally, they only have my fingerprints. If
So
I
what
wanna-
about that blood that gets drawn?
Can you shut up?
No.
Sorry.
Shut up!
Yeah, how about we let her finish?
Go piss,
Okay,
girl.
what? What's the theory? Goddamn, on the edge of my
So,
goddamn.
if I ever want to go on like a crime spree, I feel like the perfect crime spree would be like that movie Christian and I watched as the Uber driver where he like kills
Spree.
people. Spree.
Mhm.
Allegedly.
I don't
Allegedly.
want the government to have my DNA and find me out before I get to do all the crimes that I want to do. Also,
Allegedly.
allegedly. So this is all alleged. Also, I don't want the government to have my DNA and then somehow if I become like, I don't know, like a threat to the government, they sprinkle
Chelsea,
my
what are you saying?
What are your plans for the future?
I don't want them to sprinkle my DNA at a crime scene and implicate me for a crime I didn't do. If I'm going to go to jail, it's going to be for a crime that I actually committed, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
All of this is alleged.
All of this is alleged. So
She
I
said
don't,
if I
I'm
go
not,
to jail, I'm going to my own volition, baby.
right.
Right.
I'm not going to give the government my DNA just
Okay.
like, because first of all, they should be paying me. I'm not going to pay them. 23andMe
So-
is very expensive.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
You're spitting in a tube and you're sending it over. How are they sprinkling that spit 20 years later?
They put it on their,
Okay.
they put it on their fingies and they go flick, flick. I'm
Is it-
sure that they can rehydrate it. I'm sure they can
Well,
rehydrate
I
it.
think the whole problem
Christian.
is that it's not your
Mhm.
DNA that they necessarily need. It's anybody in your family line because there are cold cases that are being solved because of DNA, but not because of the DNA of the killer. Okay, which would be in this scenario Chelsea. But if Chelsea had a
Allegedly.
Jim Bob,
Allegedly.
if Chelsea had a cousin Jim Bob that did 23andMe,
Can I tell you? Wait, pause. She probably does.
and yeah, she probably does. have
Okay,
Jim Bob.
okay, just call me a honky.
Okay. Well, they can track you through Jim Bob's DNA. So it doesn't really matter whether you do it or not. And can I tell you, I'm not interesting nor important enough.
Why
for
can I see him?
Shut up! I only have like an Uncle Tom.
It's because she's shown us all of her relatives on Facebook. What you're doing is what those AI apps do now. You're like morphing all of those faces
All my
together to
family members
perfect
together
job.
to make the
Right.
supreme like white
Jim
trash
Bob.
man, Jim Bob.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
the dad from 19 Kids and Counting, his name is Jim Bob.
Can
Yeah.
I tell you, some of the
Okay,
older
guys,
kids
ready?
from 19 Kids and Counting molested the younger kids.
Hmm.
Who
Well,
would have known
one,
that?
just one so far.
Trigger warning.
Trigger
Yeah,
warning.
I said.
He
Is now-
he molested multiple of the daughters. He didn't molest just one of the little
That's
girls.
No, I'm saying
Word.
only one boy molested them. You're saying a couple of the boys
Oh.
molested people. It's just one
Yeah.
boy.
Is now a really bad time to say all their names in order?
Yes, please don't do that.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, my god.
I
Like,
always,
can we fast forward this part?
I always miss one. Okay, but are you
Go,
ready?
go, go.
Josh, Jana, John, David, Jill, Jessa, Ginger, Joseph, Josiah, Joanna, Jedediah, Jeremiah, Jason, James, Justin, Jackson, Johanna, Jordan, and Josie. See, I always miss one.
Who are you missing? Ginger.
Kristin Chenoweth.
Ay, coño.
Jackie. Anyway. What were we talking? Oh, the invitation.
So the invitation.
So she gets a little swag bag at the end with a DNA test in it, goes home, is a starving artist, very sad, very rent. And then she plays a voicemail from her dead mom, and she's like, meh. And then she's like, screw it, I'm gonna spit in this tube.
Yeah.
And then mails it in. Mails it in, and she gets connected.
Jennifer! I miss Jennifer. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Jennifer. So then she gets like her results back, and she's related to some white dude in England. By the way, I think it's worth
his name
mentioning
is
that
Oliver.
she is a woman of color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is
So-
worth
Fully,
mentioning. 'Cause it's a
fully a black woman. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
part of
it's a
the
weird, it's not a
plot.
prevalent topic in the way that you would think. I think what's more prevalent is that she's American, but it does get thrown in her face a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right,
They do,
right.
They do end up like mentioning it and using it against her. So
And acting like she's like exotic and like all that weird gross stuff. So some dude that she's allegedly related to sends her a message on the bootleg 23andMe, and he's like, let's hang out, I'm in New York. Like,
I'm your long lost cousin.
I'm your long lost cousin, and I just happened to be in New York on a little vacay. Or like in British, he's like, I'm in New York on a
Okay.
vacation.
He's posh. He's not from fucking Yorkshire. You know what I mean? God, he's not northern. Jeez.
So,
Oh.
isn't it?
He's not
So-
talking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know.
So-
he's like, hey cousin, what's up? Let's meet up. And she essentially runs it by her friend. She's like, hey girl, should I do this? Her friend's like, are you stupid? Are you stupid and dumb? Because the friend is always right. But she goes and does it anyway.
Friend, you know, the friend is always right. That is such a good trope. Get Out, the friend was right. That's the only other example I can think
He
of.
said, that's it. That's the trope.
But
Wonderful.
it is a trope that is like correct. Like,
Very
you know, when
true.
the main character is just like doing things and then they get a call and the friend's right about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, you just said that I'm the main character, so that's okay with me.
That's all right. All I need to know is you were wrong.
Harry's been pointing at himself this entire time. Can I tell you one thing about Harry?
Harry swears he's
He
right.
thinks
but
he's
a
always right.
virgin, so
Harry-
I don't know.
Can I tell you? You know what? I'm gonna refrain because it's a new year.
That's new. That's shocking.
I know.
He ain't never refrained before.
He's
It's-
refraining.
It's a new year. It's a new me,
Oh.
baby.
It's the
Wow.
5 a.m.
God.
spinning classes. I know.
You
that
know,
there's
maybe that therapy is working.
I didn't know that he knew what a refrain was other than like something in music.
Is it something in music?
Yes.
Sabrina,
So
I
aren't
never
you
done
weren't
that.
you a music major? Weren't you a
No.
vocal major?
yeah.
Well, I never refrained in music. I don't know.
You've
Harry,
never. Can I tell you, you've never refrained.
You have never
Yeah,
refrained.
one thing about Sabrina, ain't never refrained.
Can I tell you one thing about this whole friend group? We ain't never refrained.
yeah, you know what? I was talking about that with my mom, and it's like maybe
Are you talking
sometimes I
shit
don't.
about us with your mom?
No, I was talking about how I don't know how to stop, but I've gotten better. Now I don't say things out of spite. I only say mean things when I really mean them. So it's okay. That's an improvement, isn't it?
That is.
I'm talking
improvement.
about how we don't refrain from telling each other everything we be doing.
Yep.
Oh, the girls know too much.
Yeah.
We know too.
No. What do you mean too much? We know just enough.
Do you need to know about every bowel movement, Harry? Because I don't.
Oh yeah, that's.
I do be telling them
He said,
all of my
actually,
bowel movements.
Revising
what-
that statement.
We
too
could
much.
refrain from that.
Yeah.
And that's a shot at Sabrina, by the way, in case anyone's wondering which one it was.
I do be
Sabrina, what's that knot you're making? Sorry, I didn't refrain. It like came out. It just came out. I don't. It just came out. It just
Somebody
came
say
out.
Plot point. Somebody say the next plot point. We gotta go. We gotta go.
It just. I promise you, it came out, and I was like, wait, why did I say
Okay, the friend knows best, and they
that? Sabrina's knitting, y'all. Sorry.
gave me.
I can't enjoy shit in life. And when I jump off a bridge, I'm gonna say it's Christian's fault because he didn't even let me enjoy knitting.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Yeah, she's gonna jump off a bridge in Minecraft.
Anyway, she meets with the white man.
Allegedly. Sorry.
Allegedly. She meets with the white man. The girl in the movie, not Sabrina.
His name is
Oliver.
Oliver. And he's like
weird.
And he's like, you should come to our house in England.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're listening to this and you're in the British,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Also,
Jeez.
can I say something? Can I say something about Oliver? Just for the people who haven't watched the movie, I want to paint a picture. He's that type of white man that's really like kind of nerdy and preppy. That's borderline gay, but not really. That's all.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Can I tell you that man has tasted the colors of the rainbow? I know it.
And what is that?
She said he has Skittles before.
He had Skittles before.
He's had Skittles.
So he's like, you should come to England. We're having like a family wedding, and like all your family's dead. So like, what do you have to do?
Yeah, because he like
Basically-
starts interrogating her. He's like, so you got a mom, a dad, boyfriend, best friends. What's
And she's
your...
like,
Just gonna
no,
tell
no,
you?
no.
Perfect scenario. And essentially, she's like, I can't afford that. But he's like, don't sweat it, baby. We got money.
Yeah, he's like, we're rich, by the way, and we have like a hella old grandpa that would love to see you before he dies. And she's like,
And can I tell you, he then tells her how they're related. And he said, yeah, your great grandmother, our great grandmother, fucked the footman. And it was a great scandal. And basically, he kind of like, in a weird way, makes it like, I don't know. Does anybody see the
racial?
Yeah, he makes it really racial in a strange way, but not in a direct way. Like he's not conscious of his verbiage, I don't think, but it just feels weird.
Not in the way you
Yeah, the way he's presenting it is very like, and you're
like,
just part of this big scandal, and it's just a whole thing, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's like
don't be
you're-
weird about it.
You're the
Black
bastard.
footman grandfather, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're the bastard, but I think that only applies for guys, right?
I don't
I don't know.
But yeah, it's the same kind of idea where it's like making her feel bad for being the like familial line of a scandal.
Literally the black sheep of the family.
I was gonna say
The
that.
white
But
ass family.
So anyway, she goes, of course, because there
I
would
would
be a
go.
movie if she didn't.
And
So
you
they
guys
pay.
wouldn't? You wouldn't?
No, I hate flying. I would be like, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Thank you, though.
Chelsea,
Hmm.
they'd pay for you first class.
I still hate flying. I've never gone to the bathroom on an airplane because I'm scared.
Oh, but the first class bathroom is nice.
I would know. I've never seen it. I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I
All
would
right,
say
why
no.
look
Also,
like-
I don't know these white people, and I don't trust these white people.
And that's, can I tell you? And I know that I would get skewered, shish kebabbed in a random cult in the middle of England because, can I tell you? I'd be on the trip. I'd be there.
Sabrina would be
I've done
like,
crazier things.
Sabrina would pack a bag without him even inviting her.
Yeah, I'd be like, so when
Yeah.
are you inviting me over?
Yeah.
When can I come meet the fam? And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, great that you mentioned that. That would be me.
That's Sabrina.
So she goes and arrives at the house, and he neglected to say that it's a castle. And she's like,
Yeah.
yo,
Lords.
what the heck?
It was indeed big, huh?
It was indeed big. And she's like, what is going on in the House of Commons? And he's like, oh yeah, she said, oh my God, are we rich or something? And he's like, no, it's old money. A lot of people have old money out here.
Can I
And
tell
I'm
you
like,
what that says to me immediately when I hear old money? Slave money. That's all.
Blood money,
that's all I'm
girl,
hearing.
blood money.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
All I'm hearing is
Literally.
I had slaves once upon a time.
So Miss Girl gets
yeah.
there immediately, spooky. She's seeing apparitions. Oh, ghosts. What was that? The whole the whole first like couple days.
Whoa, we're just gonna skip
Whoa.
over
The
What are you
meeting of
talking
the
about?
man.
the
Yeah,
meeting.
we're gonna
Oh,
skip
and then we meet this
over-
man, and they can I tell you they've been dreaming and creaming about this man for weeks. I don't think he's that good looking. His
Chelsea,
jaw is
Chelsea,
shaped.
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
remember when we said that we would refrain from things? We have us three have a lot of material to work with, and maybe we should refrain.
Yeah,
His
know what I
because
mean?
jaw is shaped like
Like a
handsome,
sexy god? Yeah.
handsome Squidward. I don't like
you
it.
You literally don't like it because you're 30. Anyway, continue.
I'm 31. Come correct.
And put some
Even-
respect on that. And
She
put
Even
said,
more.
uno out. So, Thomas, we're so sorry, Thomas. Tom.
Thomas, any time of the week.
Thomas Doherty, you can stick your tongue anywhere you'd like.
And Thomas Doherty, please stay away from me. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's just being a hater ass bitch. I'm sorry.
Anyway. So, Evie meets the Lord of the Manor. And it's
Harry practicing for something right
I know
now.
what Harry. Y'all are gonna have
Trying to show
to
Thomas's
watch the
skill.
video for
No,
that
you're
one.
gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to watch.
Okay. You have to pay. You have to
Any
pay.
more?
to watch.
Can I? Hi. Remember when we were doing a podcast? So Thomas meets Evie, and he basically woos the fuck out of her. She's
But
very much
why?
entranced.
Can I tell
Immediately.
you? Us in the movie theater, we were
Freeman.
giggling.
Insert
We're-
here.
Flip here.
Harry. Insert here. Harry sexually frustrated. Thank God we had this movie theater to ourselves, y'all.
Don't look
Turn
at me like
around.
that.
Turn around.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
and thank you for letting me say your mansion. It's beautiful.
My hand is your hand.
I don't
Yeah.
know what we would have done if we didn't have it to
Because
ourselves.
Harry was pacing up and down the
No.
aisles and like
You know-
moaning.
I've noticed. Okay, so I'm tempted to say I want to be a working artist, say something important and all that, but truthfully, I've been treading water.
There
You know
are a
what we
few
would-
things that will
listen.
elicit emotions out of Harry. This was
And one of them is a man.
One of them's a man.
Listen. You know what would have happened if there were people there? What happened during My Policeman, where you and Christian were embarrassed to be with Sabrina and I because we kept making noises.
Oh my God, My Policeman with Harry was one of the circles of hell.
Yeah, well,
Can I tell you, the movie theater itself, and not because of Harry, just the movie theater itself, packed like a sardine. Can I escape? Can I get out? And it was hot because people were vibrating in their chairs during some of those scenes, and I could hear it around me. And there was no music during any of the sex scenes in that movie, so
And
I could
liked it that
hear.
way.
I can
Me too.
hear everything around me, including Harry going like 2 seats over.
it wasn't that extreme. But
It was.
Hey, can I tell you? There was noises coming out.
There
It
was
wasn't
noises
just like
coming out.
it was like oh, like holding it in, but like
What?
like a whimper.
I sounded like Miss Doubtfire.
Yes, and I'm grabbing onto Christian because I'm like, Christian, this can't be happening, please.
Hey. To be fair, I warned y'all before we watched that movie.
You
about
also
what-
didn't give us a choice. You warned us, and then you dragged us there to
I
the
did.
most sketchy, random movie theater in Central Florida because it's only playing in
Because-
4 movie theaters in the world.
Yeah, it was only showing in specific movie theaters, so we had to literally go downtown Orlando.
Okay,
walk-
but can I tell you this is not the movie we're talking about? We're talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
invitation.
Wait, we'll never rate My Policeman because the only thing that was scary was sitting with Harry.
But can I tell you, if we were rating it, 11 out of 10.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
some of us were in the splash zone.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
Thomas
Okay,
Doherty,
well, anyway, insert
welcome.
clip of Harry freaking out. Gling 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 gling.
Well, okay, so he's
And then-
super charming. She has like a tiff with the butler because he's kind of rude. And
Fuck
but
your drag.
basically Walt is Thomas's name in the movie. Walt just like
What a
swoops
name.
over. Okay, can I tell you, in England they only have 3 names to pick from. 4, sorry. And
It's like
William,
Walt, George.
Henry, yeah, Walt, and every ad lib of those. You know what I mean? Like, sorry.
Waltifer.
Willy coaster.
No, that's mean.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, William Henry.
It's meaner than Chelsea's accent? I don't think so.
What was the other name that I said the other day that they
It
only
was
have
George.
George. And can I tell you, every ad lib of George is what the names are in England.
Georgina.
And if you think I'm wrong, it's probably because your parents aren't from England. You probably are you know, got some color in there.
If any of our listeners are from England, hi, please invite me over. I want nothing more than to be inside of your country.
Yeah, Harry wants to go there.
We
Really
admire
bad.
your country, and I actually am going to study your country's history for my master's. So,
And I will never go over there because I don't like to fly.
Guys, we're fucking cool, just so you know. But anyway, continue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just knitting on a fucking Thursday night, talking about a horror movie.
Anyway, she meets him, she's in love, and then we see a little glimpse of her and the maids, and they kind of, you know, have a tender moment where they're like, wait a minute, not everybody's shitty. This girl's nice to us.
Well,
and then, you know, they call back to it later on, which is why I mentioned it. But essentially, she moves into her little room. Oh, not little. Big room.
Huge.
Yeah, it's big.
Can I tell you,
big
the
room.
is the size of my kitchen and living.
Yes. And then she sees like the maid that they assigned to her. She meets with her, and she kind of is explaining to her.
Miss Collins or something. I wrote
She's
it down.
like an older lady. She's been there for a while.
Yeah, so she's seen some things.
She gives me Paula Deen, British Paula Deen.
What she's giving is that she's seen some things with like she's like pleasant but not happy, you know?
Is it Miss Swift?
Yeah.
One may say she's seen too much.
Yeah, Miss Swift.
We might say that.
And so
not that Christian was telling me that I made. It's gonna look better in a little bit.
So anyway, she moves in, she settles in, and her friend is calling her, texting her like, girl, you need to text me like every night before you go to bed, and you need to follow our rules, and you need to like do all these things, you know?
Stay safe, yeah.
Stay safe. And she basically calls her that night, and she's like, I need to tell you about this man. Like, this is the man I
fine.
He's fine. And then, dun dun dun, knock at the door. Who is it but the man?
But the man, the one and only.
Something about this movie is I just giggle like a little girl every time I see him.
It's him.
Sabrina and Harry were kicking their feet in the theater.
Yeah.
It's because I was telling Sabrina earlier, he's smooth with it. You know what I mean?
He's got it. Can I tell you? He's had a lot of time.
That's true. But I'm so, every time he's on screen, I'm like, oh my God, he's here. Yeah, it was great. I felt like I was a kid reading Wattpad. That's what Wattpad fan fictions are about.
That was her reaction to seeing a picture of Thomas Doherty.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, for the people who are listening.
Fine. He's just
I don't think he's fine, but I would have taken him up on his offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get there.
Anyway, we got to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she starts.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh my God. So then she
if you know what reference that is, I love you.
You know
Continue.
what that's from? That's fucking funny. And can I tell you, she never spoke about it later. Anyway,
she didn't.
So she keeps seeing weird stuff, scary things, spooky ghosts, and then one night she like, the maids keep disappearing because the maids, can I tell you, are numbered. They got numbers on their collar and on their apron. Weird.
One night she wakes up and she just wants a little glass of water because she just had a nightmare. She was doing a night run for some reason. Stupid bitch. Sorry. I'm not pro night runs. I just like, why would you ever? If it's not a creepy old man who's gonna kill you and wear your skin, it's gonna be a wolf. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, she's also like in this country she's never been to, at a random place.
And she's like,
I guess knows no one. And she's like, I'm gonna go for a night run.
They're making a point that she's like this New Yorker and progressive and like American. And I don't know. It's weird. So she's going on a night run. But she has a nightmare and she ends up back in her room. When she wakes up from the nightmare, she goes into like the hall, the atrium, basically, and sees it's like a midnight mass of the fucking maids. They're like taking sticks to see who's gonna clean the study. So this one girl gets elected to clean the study. It's fine. It's really creepy the way he does it. the main butler assigns them. So she gets into the study, starts cleaning up. She's just jamming. She's got some candles on because the lights won't turn on. And then some fuck shit starts happening. Okay. There's little licks, little taps, little whispers, little blows in the wind. Okay. And then swallowed whole like a cobra. Okay. She's gone. We never see her again. Boom.
Never see her again. So they all keep disappearing like that. And then the next day she's like, that was weird, because Paula Deen, her maid, pops up while she's watching the maids like do their thing, and she's like, you need to go back in your room, it's not safe at night. And
that was better, Chelsea. That was a good one.
Which can I tell you?
I was whispering.
I know it doesn't sound like a scary scene, but when I was in the movie theater,
it's scary.
They made that into a jump scare, like her popping up.
The jump scares in this movie are 10 out of 10. I really genuinely enjoyed.
I think I climbed Chelsea.
Yeah,
it was just so good. I've not been so engaged with a film and also like genuinely scared by a film in a minute, and it was refreshing. I liked it.
Because you won't watch any of the scary movies with me.
Yeah, can I tell you?
Well, I don't want to be traumatized into my old age. I kind of just want to be spooked for the moment. You know what I mean?
It's about trauma. Right. I love trauma.
But I don't think it's like...
Tell you, life gave me that for free. I didn't have to pay a $12 ticket.
Yeah.
I think it's what we were saying before the podcast in general. We were saying how like, it really, I don't think it was like horror. Oh my God, Harry. Scared me. Yeah, it's not really like a horror movie. There's like some jump scares that's kind of like... Yeah, it's just like dark, but... You know, it gives like Crimson Peak vibes.
Yeah.
You know, which is why Sabrina likes it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no incest in this one.
Just a little gothic.
Well,
they're not related. They're not related,
but like their the bloodline.
What are you talking about?
Well,
we gonna act like people in England don't suffer from...
and let's
we're not gonna make a sweeping generalization before allegedly. All of this is allegedly.
It's not a sweeping generalization. Where do you think the Habsburg jaw came from?
Okay, but you said all people, you know.
I didn't say all people. I said, are we gonna act like people in England? I didn't say all.
Okay, and can I tell you, the English people are going to be in our comments being like, and you guys get shot up for breakfast.
So we're even, girl. We're even.
And can I tell you? And they're right.
And they're
There's
right.
material on both sides.
As the teacher that practices a lockdown drill once a month, girl, we right here. We right here.
And it's okay. It's not okay, but we're used to it, so we're desensitized.
They have a little party out in the garden. It's a garden party, and she's
hold on.
Oh, but she gets a little dress. Okay, so she gets a little
Harry, quit sucking on that water bottle.
Wait. Yeah. I know where we are. Okay, she gets a little dress in her closet, and it's a note from Walt that says like, "Is it a gift for you?" And can I tell you, the dress is beautiful. The dress is beautiful. It's like liquid gold.
And then they do this weird thing that I didn't think was real. I thought The Office was like joking, but I guess it's real. When people walk into a party, they're like, announcing, and then they say the name of the person walking up, and it's like, oh my God.
Oh, so you didn't think that was real?
No, I didn't think that was real. I'm American. We don't do that.
Like, not even like historically, you didn't think that was real?
Can I tell you, I've only seen it in The Office. Historically. What do you mean historically?
Wait, so you're telling me like people...
Like Cinderella.
So you're telling me people now in 2023, if I go to a rich person's house in England and they have a party, that's what's gonna happen?
When they want to jerk themselves off, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Wild.
When they really want to be like, I'm so rich.
So she shows up and he's like, and she's like, and then they start dancing.
Well, we should mention that she's really confused as to why she's being announced like that and why she's the last one to be announced, and everyone's looking at her. She's like, oh, what's happening? But then she's like, whatever, it's just the party nonetheless.
Yeah,
so
mind you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also,
this whole time.
Oh.
All have an opinion on this thing.
I'll just go first because I want to. So mind you, she this whole time has yet to see the bride and groom. She's like, she's like, this wedding, amazing, and she's meeting all these people, and she's like, so where's the bride and groom?
And they're
But
like,
she's-
I haven't
"Oh,"
met him.
they're
She
and
isn't
they're
freaked out about it. And I'm
and they
like,
keep saying like, "Oh, we can't wait for you to meet them. She's so pretty. She's so cool." And she's like, "Oh, cute. I can't wait." And so she dances with Mr. Jawbone.
okay,
Well,
I think you're
before
glazing
that-
over this. She gets announced. She meets the bridesmaids.
Yeah, she has to meet the
Bridesmaids
bridesmaids
Are
first.
gorgeous.
Or the maids of honor, whatever the
Okay.
fuck. I don't know.
There's a small
There's
little
Lana
woman
Del
who's-
Rey and Kristin Chenoweth.
And can I tell you? And that's the perfect way to describe them. If Lana
And
Del
that's the
Rey
perfect
was
way
on
to
stilts.
start the podcast. Yeah.
There's this beautiful, I think Bulgarian woman. I don't know. In the story, she's supposed to be Bulgarian. Beautiful Bulgarian woman. She's
like
7'9".
Bulgarian?
Who's sorry? Sabrina just called you Bulgarian. Sorry, woman.
Bulgarian woman. She's 6'9". She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
She looks like Adriana Lima. I am obsessed.
Yeah,
with-
She looks
She's
like
got-
Lena Evangelista.
she looks
and-
she looks like Adriana Lima, and she's got boobs like Anna Paul. It was she's beautiful.
No, she literally looks like Lana Del Rey to me.
I
And
see
the
it.
tiny one is the tiny one American?
Chenoweth.
Is
No,
Kristin Chenoweth,
She's
I think
English.
she's English, yeah.
and she's blonde and tiny, and the other one can't stand her. The
Right,
bit
so-
Lana Del Rey
Yeah.
cannot stand Kristin
I
Chenoweth.
There's a
love
point
her.
where she calls her, she's like, "Can you stop yapping? You're like a Pomeranian." And sorry, like she's really nice, but she's not wrong.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
annoying.
but
And
she do
also
be
That woman yelled at me like
Rude about
that. I have to simply end it all.
right.
So anyway, they dance and she's like, "I'm feeling everyone's staring at us." And he's like, "'Cause you're beautiful." And
She's
then
dancing with
Sweet.
Hagrid. She's dancing with Hagrid. Obviously.
And then, oh my god! And then he goes close to her. He goes, "Should we see ourselves out? You know, like should we go somewhere else?"
And she says, "Yes, King." And at this point, Harry is gushing.
Harry! I'm putting myself in her tiny shoes. They're gonna fuck.
In the movie theater.
I'm talking Harry's out of his seat, pacing
Pacing.
the theater.
He is
Okay.
crushing Gusher.
And then she does something that is sacrilege in Harry's book. Sacrilege. Harry, do you know what it is?
What is it?
When he asked to leave.
Yeah, when he has to leave. The scene literally right after. What would
Oh,
you
she-
never let me do?
She took her fucking heels off.
Oh,
Bitch, if you're gonna take your
Harry
heels off,
tells
bring
me
another
I'm
person.
a pata sucia if I try to do that shit. Right?
Well, if you know, first of all, if you know you're gonna end up taking your heels off, don't wear heels. Second of all, if you really know that you're gonna take your heels off and you want to wear heels at the beginning, bring another pair of shoes. Don't walk around barefoot. Ew.
in the
Anyway.
South, we call that having Pickwick feet.
Pickwick.
Pick quick.
Pickwick feet.
What's
So,
that?
like-
I don't feel like I can repeat that. Like I don't know, something about it.
It's referring to how dirty the bottom of your feet get when you do that. You have Pickwick feet.
Feel like-
So anyway, he's like, "Let me show you something." And I know what she was thinking, but it wasn't that. He takes her to like a
An art
big old-
studio.
yeah, an art studio full of art supplies because Miss Girl is a pottery maker. She's meat mop, and that was me making a bowl.
Yeah.
Guys, I do have a quick interjection. If you are watching the pod, I'm knitting. This was supposed to fit around my chest. I think I've made it too small.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it'll be a front piece and then I can sew some side pieces.
what are we making?
I thought you were making like a blanket.
I thought you were making a
Wanted little
scarf.
top. I just wanted a little top.
A crop top
Yeah.
with no
like-
elastic. You're not going to put a stitch of elastic in there.
No, because it's supposed to be like a little, it's just like sleeves and it comes over. Okay. Should I start over? I'm so confused. Sorry.
Just continue with what
I'm
you're
just
doing.
gonna have fun,
Keep it going.
and then I'm gonna restart later on.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Cool.
So he's got the whole pottery wheel and everything set up for her, which to me
Hot.
red flag.
Oh.
How do you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
How do you know? And why would you? And who gave you the
Well,
right?
but he says it's his. He says it's his that he never
Yeah.
gets to use.
Yeah,
But
he's like,
can
I
I tell
never
you,
get
that's
to.
the most obscure hobby. That's like me walking into a room that he has, and it's just a bunch of knitting needles.
Yeah. No,
And it's
not
just a bunch
buying
of
it.
knitting needles and a bunch of yarn. And I'm like,
Not buying it.
he's like, I've just forgotten that I love knitting. I
Yeah.
gotta be like,
Sabrina hits him with a you knit.
yeah.
And then
He's like,
she's
You
like,
knit.
show me a cross stitch right now. Show me.
but can I tell
Come on.
you, she's naive and lonely. So
She does have no family, so I can't hate on her. I really do feel bad.
so he was like, oh yeah, this is just my secret hobby. And she's like, oh my God, you're so hot. And
No,
then
it's not what she says.
they go to kiss, and then
Uh-huh.
fireworks start going off. And she's like, oh my God, this is so cliche. And then
Why does she not use consonants?
it is cliche because he set the, can I tell you, Mama? Spoiler, he set the whole thing up.
Well,
He set the whole thing up, but I love it, and I
can
love
I tell you,
it.
I would be
Red flag to me.
I would love for a man
Red
to put that
flag
much
to
effort into
me.
me. He put a lot of effort into that. And
He
can I
put a
tell you,
lot of effort into that red flag. Can I tell you who else put a lot of effort into red flags? My ex-husband. Red flags.
So then they kiss.
okay, but yeah.
And
he
Lana
says-
Del
he,
Rey
looks at
sees
her and
it.
He's like,
Yes.
and when are you gonna kiss me? And I'm, oh.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey
Yeah.
sees-
Lana Del Rey sees it and she's like, meh. And then the next morning they wake her up, Lana Del Rey and Kristin Chenoweth, and they're like, today we're gonna go like spoil the bridal party. We're doing hair, we're doing nails, we're doing soaking in a tub full of rose petals for some reason, butt naked.
naked.
We're doing
Naked.
we're doing it all, girl. Facials. Never mind. And
Chelsea, continue.
But can I
And-
tell you what's still weird? Still haven't seen the bride.
still, and they bring that up while Miss Girl's getting her nails done, Miss Evie. The Kristin Chenoweth is sitting next to her getting her nails done, and she's like, oh, I can't, where's the bride? And they're like, oh, you'll see her soon, me, my mom. And Lana Del Rey is bobbing around. Is bobbing around
She's bobbing
this
around. She's bobbing
hot
around.
jacuzzi full
like
of,
two
I know it
chairs.
smells so good, and it's full of rose petals, and she's
Mhm.
got her hair up, and it's giving
She's got
everything.
Everything
blue
that I have
floaty.
wanted it to give.
Oh, and she's
Yeah.
being like very sassy. She's like, oh, blah. And I'm
Well,
like,
she's also just a cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but in the best way. In the
Ah.
best way.
I would
I love
let-
it.
yeah.
So they're like talking to Evie, and they're like, don't you ever want to get married? And Evie's like, not really, I kind of like my independence. And Lana Del Rey's like, baloney, like if you could find somebody that would take care of you, do it in a red hot, we all would, girl. And Evie's like, I just don't think you know me that well. And then I know this got Christian's goozle. And then
Shut
when-
the literal up.
and then when she turns around to be like, no, you don't know me that well, the nail lady stabs her, which, girl,
Can I tell you? I was so confused as to why you said that, and now I clicked.
yep,
Now I clicked.
stabs
When I
her
click-
in the cuticle. Stabs her in the cuticle, which, can I tell you, if that happened to me in a nail salon, we got issues. But she stabs her and she's bleeding. She's bleeding like a sieve. And Lana Del Rey comes out of the tub all sexy, and you see the back of her. Mwah. And then she's like, oh, let me see. Takes Miss Girl's finger and goes, "Mwah." And
Ew.
Evie's like, ah! And I'm
Yeah,
like,
she puts
oh,
it in her mouth.
like everybody's screaming and creaming. And
You know what you could say in that moment? I have HIV. Okay. And
Sabrina.
everybody.
crazy.
Sabrina.
Well, that's a blood transfused disease, okay? And you be sucking on my
Transfused.
fingers.
I
You
don't
be
think
sucking
that's
on
the
my
word you
blood
wanted to
fingers.
use.
No, HIV is a blood what is it, a bloodborne pathogen? Yeah, it's a bloodborne pathogen that
Yeah,
transmitted
basically,
through
you
the
can
blood.
transmit it through blood, okay?
Yes,
But
you.
Lana Del Rey
Yes, I
doesn't
know that.
care
That's not. That
because
wasn't the issue.
there's tunnels under the tennis courts in London or something.
Oh my gosh, yes, the tunnel under the bridge of the Between Me Down There, Lana Del Rey's new album.
And Evie's like, "Oh my god, don't ever talk to me ever again." And Lana Del Rey's like, "Ah ha, ha," like she's loving it.
Eating it up.
And then
she's a problematic lady.
Evie leaves the weirdness of that and goes to go back into her room, and she's like, "Actually, you know what would go good right now? A little snooping," which I love a good snoop.
She's like, I'm pissed anyway, so I'm gonna walk up in this place they told me not to walk up in. Because
So
what are they gonna do about it? I just got my finger sucked.
Yeah,
The album is Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard?
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
Featuring songs like Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fishing.
Can I tell you that's the entire chorus?
That grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my dad while he's deep sea fishing.
Wow.
He's just like young and beautiful.
Okay, so she's snooping in the
Oh,
library.
she snoops. She saw where they hide the big old skeleton key for the library where the maid got eaten. She didn't know she got eaten though. We only know because like they put a camera
We're
in
in a omnipotent viewer.
Who?
there.
It's
Omniscient.
Omniscient.
And
Omnipotent. Anyway,
is
so she's
omnipotent
like,
not a word?
omnipotent
It
is
is all powerful.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Sabrina.
And she said what she said.
So she gets the key out of the secret little nook where the key is, opens it up, and she's like, I don't know what's in here, but I'm gonna find it. Where is it? And
Where is it?
So she starts looking around in the library. It's very dark, it's very mysterious. And then oh my god, this is the third time she breaks something. Because when she gets there, she breaks a bunch of champagne flutes. And then when she gets scared in one of her nightmares, she breaks the lamp on her bedside table. Then she goes into this friggin' library and knocks over a vase onto the floor. This girl is like a bull in a china shop. But when she does that, she also knocks over some folders onto the floor. She picks them up. Who is it? Her
name.
It's her printed. First of all, it's her
Ladies
printed
and
out
gentlemen.
face.
May I interject? We forgot to mention that before the night of bridal party shit.
Fortnite.
We
My name's Topher.
You already know who it is. My name's Topher.
Okay, so beautiful Miss Lady is trying to go to sleep. What?
I'm about to be suffocated by old cities right now.
Okay.
Okay, Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
Okay, Lana Del Rey.
Okay, so what I was saying was the night before she was having like a nightmare or something. Walt comes in, saves her, and they have a little sleepover.
Saves her. He comes in, he's like, "It's all right."
No, can I tell you?
That's
What
when
was
she
that?
fucked up the lamp.
Hi, and she's so trusting because the way that he was like, oh, if you want, I can like stay with you in bed until you go to sleep, until you fall asleep.
And then she's like, what side of the bed do you want? Left or right? And then like they lay down, and she's like, you have to tell me a story so I can go to sleep. And I'm like, you are so bold.
Can I tell you? Trigger warning for SA. The way that my red flags would be red flagging, I'd be like, and this man is going to do something to me.
Right.
Like, what do you mean he's gonna watch me until I sleep in my bed?
I know that we're talking about SA, but if we didn't, what I was gonna say is I hope he would do something to me. What do you mean? I'm in there Twitter.
Right. Well, yeah, it would be consensual.
It would be consensual then. I'm scared.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. We were on the topic of SA. I don't want it to diminish the topic.
Yeah. On the side.
You did say you thought he would be doing something.
I hope he would be doing something.
And
That's
see,
Okay, so Sabrina would be in the room with that man until the room stinks and the walls
Like,
are
oh, what are
sticky
we
and
doing?
dripping.
yeah, so the wall
Chelsea,
stank.
sometimes I question the things that you say for you on this podcast.
But anyway, she knocks over the vase and she finds this. The folder has first of all, what are we, 80? Printed out Facebook. They printed out her Facebook. And also like her DNA profile and some like other crap. And she took that personally. So she runs up to her room and starts packing all her stuff violently into the bag. And then
And can I
Mr.
tell you,
Big
if I
Job.
was actually really mad because Walt just walks into the room. He just waltzes in.
And he's
but,
like, what's wrong?
okay, he's not little
No,
Johnny
what?
or whatever. Why is he little Wayne?
Can I tell you that
Yeah, that wasn't British, girl.
she added like
Little Wayne
16
saying-
vowels and syllables to that word?
What does
She
little
said,
Wayne say?
okay.
If I was actually mad at someone, I don't want to see you because if I look at you, I'm gonna cry. I just get angry and I cry. What do you mean? You know what I
And
mean?
that's called natural selection, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you ever
Oh,
just get so mad? That's called Harry has unresolved trauma and needs to go to therapy. I can healthily cry. Sorry.
Is it healthy if you do it every day?
Just a little release.
Okay.
Define healthy for me.
We can't. Okay, can I tell you, pot, meat, kettle? We can't be doing this. Chelsea said that to me the other day, and I thought it was so funny. But what were we saying? Oh, he's
tears
like,
coming
you
out of my
racially
eyes.
profiled me. You only looked at my Facebook because I was black.
Yes,
And he
yes.
said,
Yeah.
yes, I did. No.
He
Imagine.
I
He said,
wanted
and
to
I
make
did.
sure you weren't an opportunist because like my cousin or whatever, Oliver, said he was going to bring you over, but he doesn't know you. So I looked you up to make sure that you weren't trying to rob me or something.
He wanted to make sure she wasn't a sycophant.
A sycophant. And she's like, he's like, wouldn't you do the same?
And can I tell you, he did have a good point there because, like, we don't know. Like, I think he has more care to know who she is than she cares to know who her
She don't
like
care.
family is. Like, she doesn't care. Like,
She
something
don't
Oliver
care.
keeps saying, he's like, we're family. You're not gone of all family. You know what I mean? And I was like,
Yeah.
technically, if I don't know you, we're not family. Just because we have the same blood doesn't mean we're family. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So they
I don't know
hook
what
up.
builds familial bonds, but whatever.
So they hook up, and then he says the most red flaggiest of red flag things. They hook up, and then he like the next morning he's like, we should get up, and she's like, and then he's like, what if we just
I don't know where this is going.
he's like, what if we just get married? Our family's here and we've already got clothes. Let's just get married.
See,
And she goes.
She literally goes,
Harry, I know you are this way too. I'm crazy. I'm prefacing it. I said I'm crazy. I know that I'm mentally ill. The way I'd be like, oh my God, I'm serious. I wouldn't say yes.
I'm concerned. I'm
But I
concerned.
would be
You
like,
wouldn't-
oh my God, that's so
No,
cute that you would say that.
You wouldn't say yes immediately.
Can I tell you? But if he was really asking, I might.
I wouldn't say yes.
Okay, let's go
I
down the
wouldn't
line.
say
Sabrina would say
yes.
yes. Chelsea,
I wouldn't say yes.
I wouldn't say yes.
Yes. I wouldn't say yes.
I wouldn't say it.
I wouldn't
I
say
would.
yes.
I wouldn't say yes.
Okay, guys, they're playing a game. They're playing a game that we play sometimes. If there's a
But
funny
can I
sentence,
tell
we
you?
put different emphasis.
First of all, how many times have I started a sentence this podcast with, but can I tell you?
But can I
Second
tell
of
you?
all- Second of all, we just did it so out of order for no reason.
Oh yes. Oh yes, we did.
I
Oh my
just-
God, talking about out of order. You asked me, we were playing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader questions the other day. And Harry asked me, what are the like 5 W's of like questioning things?
And she said, what, who, when, why, how. And I said, first of all, how is not in it. Second of all, do you not know the who, what, when, where, why? Why are we saying it so?
She said them in
I
whatever
couldn't
order.
get it. I couldn't get it. They were all jumbled in my
In the
brain.
randomest order. Anyway, Sabrina would say yes. Chelsea wouldn't say yes. Harry?
I'm saying yes. Come on.
If he was as hot as Thomas Doherty and he had that much money, bitch, immediately.
I don't even think he'd have to be as hot as Thomas Doherty. That's just a plus.
I feel like
No.
that's
And
No.
that's Sabrina. And that's Sabrina.
Can I?
I
No,
think,
sorry. If some man said, "I will pay for your master's degree," I'd be like, "Absolutely. What do you want? I'll suck your toes." You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of goals in life and not a lot of money, and I would love for those to be paid for. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll pay for
anyway.
you.
So
I
they
would say no, but that's because I've already practiced it and I'm having to say no to a proposal from
Yeah. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that.
oh my god, is that when that guy put that
Yeah, I got a ring put on my finger and then I said
can I tell you
don't-
I wouldn't be
I
in
don't
this...
wear rings.
He did say that.
And then I gave it back and Ubered away.
Maybe if I learned how to say no to a proposal, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now.
Oh
But
my
anyway.
God.
Chukumpling. Okay, and
So they make the beast with two backs, and then
And what's that a
everything's
reference
fine.
to, everyone? What is that? What is that from?
Hansel and Gretel.
Wrong.
Othello.
Chelsea, you're
Does
not
it look like
supposed
I
to
does it look
guess
like I read Othello?
Oh,
and then
you didn't
Desdemona
say-
kissed Gatsby and Daisy got on Othello's back
Wow.
and rode into
No,
the sunset.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll continue. It is Othello.
So why did she get on his back and ride into the sunset? What are you saying about Othello, Christian?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
He's calling him a Barbary horse.
Okay. Sorry, Chelsea's
What?
just tapping into her roots. I don't know what
That's
that
in the
is.
play. They call him that in the play.
Oh, I only
Anyway.
remember the beast with two backs. That really was like.
Can we bring back the BlackBerry?
Honestly, wait, that's off topic. But
Where did that come from?
No.
can we bring back letter writing? I would love. I know it looks like I'm going through a phase, but I would love to toss
Sabrina,
my phone into a
it
lake.
doesn't just look like you're going through a phase. I can hear it, I can smell it, and I can taste it too.
Okay,
Right.
well, can I tell you my favorite author is probably Jane Austen, old author. So I just want to pretend like I live in an Austen book and write little letters.
Jane Austen
Okay.
directing Pride and
Can
Prejudice.
I tell you, you don't have to be in a Jane Austen film to write a letter, just so you know.
But like, who's gonna answer my letter and who's gonna write me a letter? Why do I always have to be the one that starts?
You could
cute
write
things?
me a letter.
You could write any of us a letter.
But why do I have to be the one that starts cute things? Why can't I just receive cute things? I always have all these cute ideas. And
She said, "I don't want to write letters. I just want to receive them." So
Yeah, she said,
No.
I want everyone to read my mind so that then I am happy.
I just want cute things to be done onto me. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
Sorry.
so
I'll show you a cute thing that can be done onto you.
he does all but propose to her, and she's like, "You're so silly and goofy and quirky."
And he's
And
like, no, but I'm
then-
serious.
They go to the rehearsal dinner, and they're like, "You're finally gonna meet the bride and groom," and she's like, "Hell yeah, I'm so excited." So she gets there, and
She's
and
late, like always.
yeah, she's the last one there, and I think
They
they'd be doing that to
consistently
her on purpose.
They be telling her the wrong time.
So she gets
No,
there,
yeah,
and they're like, "The bride, everybody," and we're like, "Huh?"
Can I tell you, the
Um,
wrong time thing wouldn't work on me. I'm always early to events that I really want to show out at. You know what I mean?
And that's
A
Look
lot.
at my friends. I don't want to show out. But like like in a professional setting, I'm always 30 minutes early.
Is this not professional?
yeah, are we not coworkers?
oh, but she didn't have to arrive anywhere.
I didn't have
She
to
had
arrive
She didn't have
had
to
to wake
ride, and
up.
she still missed it.
at the museum. I'm always 30 minutes early. But continue.
Yeah, I'll tell Sabrina, no, I'm cleaning. Don't show up until 4:30. She's here at 4.
Because she just wants to hang out with you.
Yeah, Harry just doesn't like hanging out.
But
with me.
then
That's a
but
different
then
question.
Me being me, I say, okay, just stay in your car until 4:30, and I'm done.
Yeah, and I do, and I take a nap, and it's fine.
Anyway,
Whatever.
so they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom," and and then the butler is like, wow, and just slits the throat of one of the
Oh, yeah.
maids.
No, it was because he asked for refreshments.
Yeah, they
Yes.
asked for refreshments, so they slit her throat so they can drink her blood.
He said,
Okay, gotcha,
"Whoa!"
dog. Yeah, and then they
It was unhinged.
served it out. Can I tell you, I do have a critique. Up until this point, I know that it's supposed to be like an unveiling moment, and it is. But like up until this point, there's like there's a consistency to the character, and then there's like a drastic shift, and like I don't know. Like, does anybody understand what I'm saying?
Well,
I
no,
know
you
that
haven't
he's-
completed
You
a
haven't said
thought,
anything.
so
You haven't, yeah. There
Okay,
hasn't been
so
an end.
I feel like when they reveal that everyone is a vampire,
Well, they're all vampires.
huh?
they're not
not
all
all-
vampires.
Okay, well, when they reveal that Mr. Man is a vampire and this is the gag that we're dealing with,
Mhm.
he turns into this kind of like different person 100%, but like even his mannerisms are different. Is that like, maybe that's purposeful, maybe that was an artistic take? I would have liked to have seen like kind of the character that we had been dealing with already, and then that just like continued through. Does that make any sense?
No, because
You wanted him to stay nice? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I wanted him to keep like the same mannerisms or something.
Instead
No,
of
I get
the
what you mean.
bleh, bleh.
Because before he was creepy hot, and now he's just a lot. Like now it feels
Yeah.
like it was
Well,
like we're
that's-
laying the vampire
It's,
on.
yeah, I think it's just a
You know what I
matter of
mean?
the way that Mr. Doherty.
Because-
Thomas.
Can I tell you what I think
like,
happened was
acted
her rose-colored glasses came off, and then she
Yeah,
Yeah.
sees
that's the point. The point is
Yeah.
he's seducing her and flirting her up the whole time, and then when he doesn't have to pretend anymore, he's just himself.
yeah, because they already consummated, girl, and like that's consummating is just, we talked about this in the vampire podcast we did, but
Mhm.
consummating is just another form of vampirism, because there's like
Mhm.
penetration, fluids, meat merp. So yeah, all of a sudden everybody's drinking the blood. Turns out Lana Del Rey and Kristin Chenoweth, vampires, old.
Yeah.
And oh my
Vampires.
gosh, this is so funny. When she had first come into her room at the Abbey, Carfax Abbey, by the way, needed a new name.
Show me the car back.
Carfax. Yeah, I don't know. But when she first walks into her room at the Abbey, there's this Russian doll of brides in her room, and she's like, "Oh, how cute! There's more than one." And she's like, "Yeah, it's a DeVille tradition." Oh, I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god!" What
Mhm.
that
So
one?
it
Or-
turns out that like these families offer up these women to Walt, to be like these women to be his wives, so they can get protection. So Lana Del Rey came from this other family, and they were like, take her and marry her and then protect us. Same with Kristin Chenoweth, and now Oliver is offering Evie in
Yeah, from
exchange
the
for protection.
Alexander family.
Well, the reason
It's protection, prosperity, eternal life. All
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
the
All
reason
that
it's
tea.
Evie is because we forgot to mention at the beginning of the movie we see the great grandmother
Emmeline.
Emmeline, yeah,
Yeah.
or Emmeline, whatever. She at the beginning of the movie we see that she commits soup on the side
Because she doesn't want to be part of the
Because she doesn't
vampire. She
want
just want
to
to
be
kill
the one
humans.
was offered up. And this
Yeah.
is a long time ago. Obviously, it's Evie's great grandmother. So Oliver finally brings in a bride for Dracula to have to be, one of
Dracula.
And guys,
And can I tell
Can
you
we
that's
talk
exactly what
about-
he is? The three
can we
wives.
talk about fumbling the bag of the century? Fumbling the bag of the century. Like, you're telling me you're gonna say no? This guy's hot, obsessed with you. He paid for a clay room.
Yeah.
And
But
Playroom.
He doesn't stay nice though. He doesn't stay
Yeah.
nice.
I was gonna
That's
say
the thing.
is-
well,
thing is-
she doesn't stay nice because she keeps freaking out.
No, he's
it's
just
because-
a jagweed.
Oh, I do remember. He did say some fuck shit. He did say some fuck
Yeah,
shit.
but also like she's then one of the other ones is gonna die or something's gonna happen, and then she's then gonna become the second or third wheel like the other two are right now, and someone else is gonna be the more special one he cares about, whatever. So it's not like she's gonna be the one forever. Also, you guys were laughing, but he actually is Dracula. Like, it's not a trope. He
No, yeah,
revealed-
he's like,
Yeah.
I'm the son of the dragon. I'm Dracula, and bow, bow, bow.
And
Yeah,
there's a
which was-
statue in the living room that she sees at the beginning that is a dragon. It's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So turns out he is Dracula. He's old.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I think I would have been like, maybe if we just change our vendor for maids, you know what I mean? Like, what if we just do bad people? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Sabrina
Sabrina
wants
was
to
saying
do-
that she wanted to Robin Hood the blood.
She
Yeah,
wants
I
to
was
do like
thinking,
a
like-
Dexter moment.
Yeah, I'm doing a Dexter moment. I want to look up like what is it called? What is it that you do for the pedophiles and the sex offenders? Like the sex offenders list that you
The
can
registry?
online. Yeah. Be like, we've got a great opportunity. There's kids in the building, and then you just eat them all. You know what I mean? Oh, like Chris Hansen, isn't that's the thing? Remember the How to Catch a Pedophile?
Pedophile?
Why are you saying it like that?
Yeah.
She's trying to
English
catch
say
a PDF file.
That's how the English say it, a pedophile.
Okay.
Um,
All of this is trigger warning, by the way.
yeah, sorry, y'all.
I didn't know Sabrina would get into that, but yeah.
So yeah,
got it all
he's
mapped out.
Dracula.
Yeah, well, before that, they're at the dinner, and then it like starts to freak out. So Miss Lana Del Rey locks her up in a coffin, but then Miss Martha Stewart lets
Paula
her-
Dean.
What?
Paula Dean.
Paula Dean, sorry, same thing.
Paula Dean.
Yeah.
Paula Dean gets set free, or sets.
I don't think Paula Dean's ever been to jail. Martha Stewart has.
Paula Dean's just racist.
I thought Paula Dean went to
Oh.
jail.
I
No,
don't think
Paula
so.
Dean didn't go to
Stewart.
jail.
And Martha
She's
Stewart
not the
used to
tax
be-
fraud one?
No,
That's Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart
Oh,
was
I got it
insider
confused.
trading. She
Insider
got,
trading.
which can I
Anyway.
hang on.
Whoa.
What?
That it's such baloney that I'm gonna go on my Martha Stewart soapbox for a second.
Okay.
Martha Stewart should have never gone to jail for insider trading, because you know who insider trades like a mofo? Every politician.
Ever.
Period.
Ever.
Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Insider trading. All the time, every time, always. Yeah,
They
politicians.
just
Hi.
don't.
Breaking
because-
news: politicians, not good people.
They shouldn't
Wow.
be allowed to exchange anything on the stock market. But that's a hot take from me,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna apologize.
What Martha Stewart stands over here, just so everyone.
Yeah. But yeah,
love
she
this
gets
movie.
freed by Paula Dean and takes off to the town
And then
finds-
Paula Dean gets murdered.
Oh yeah, Paula Dean gets
No, Paula
murdered.
Dean gets
R.I.P.
murdered.
And then she finds this like old couple's house and she's like, help! And they're like, okay, guess who they are?
They
Yes,
work
they are.
for. They work for
Mr.
Dracula.
Baldwin.
Not only do they work for Dracula, they're Jonathan and Mina Harker.
What does that mean?
What does that mean to me?
Okay, Dracula.
Stan.
Yeah,
Or
you're the
can I tell you
Dracula
not-
stan.
Jonathan
tell you,
and Mina
not a Dracula
Harker?
stan.
That's their
Jonathan.
names? Those are their names?
Yes, it's Jonathan and
God.
Mina.
That's so cute.
That's why they called him and they were like, hey, King, your girl's here. And they bop her over the head so that she passes out and then he can come collect her. It's
Got
Jonathan
over his
from
Mina
Dracula.
obsession?
Yes. So,
I guess
anywho's
maybe she got old. Whatever.
they
That's nice.
work
And
for
then
him.
this alternate universe, they get to be together.
Yeah, allegedly. So,
All
Evie
of this is
alleged.
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 I'm not even gonna say alleged.
She did say that.
So Evie wakes up and she is with like a couple of the maids, I think, in the basement.
Just one. But no,
Just
no, she's
one.
in the study in the base. In the study in the
She's in
basement.
the study.
She's in the study, and she wakes up, and he's there, and reveals
And the
himself.
girl that I told you got cobra swallowed, she's there. She's getting sucked dry.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're using her as like a little feeder.
Yep.
And then what
Her name
happens?
Her name is Imogen. So Evie, he reveals himself to be Dracula, and then he feeds on the girl in front of Evie, which freaks her out.
Gross.
She really loses her mind. And I don't know. I would be freaked out, but not that freaked out.
Yeah, well, she loses her mind to the point where she knocks out, like she goes unconscious again. And then when she wakes up, she's in a wedding dress.
Can I tell you the ugliest Party City wedding dress I've ever seen in my life? They really spent all the budget building the set for this movie and then spent none of it on that wedding dress. I was like, for all the extravagance that is this supposed man and everything, all the
Also-
opulence that has been shown to me thus far, that's the wedding dress that we decided on.
It's probably like ritualistic and they all wear the same wedding dress or something.
Oh,
But also,
I know Big Booby Mama did not fit in there.
it's all
Don't worry
turd. It's
about what
all
I called her.
turd. He's got people. But also, doesn't she wake up like standing up, walking down the aisle?
Yeah, she wakes up walking down the aisle, which they must have just been moving her legs.
Yeah. What's that movie? Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes, they Weekend at Bernie's her down the aisle. That can't be legal.
Yeah.
Um, and then she goes down the aisle and she says the vows, and then she bites his arm because
she has to.
She got
has to
that
drink
thing
his
on her,
blood
and by that
to
thing,
be a
she has
vampire.
brain.
But she's got a
become a vampire.
plan. She got a plan, see? And she bites his arm, and then she's like, frick it. Burns down the wedding chapel. Gah! Kicks over the candles and whatnot.
Well, it was earlier on. Kristin Chenoweth told us that part of the ritual is that he drinks her blood, she drinks his blood, and that she will have his strength for the rest of his life. So she drank his blood first, so she was very strong, and he got like kind of like his life force, like
No, because she stabs him.
well, before
she stabs
then,
him
too, he was kind
after.
of like. He was like, whoa. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
he's like, ooh, I'm feeling a
"Stop
little
getting dry."
dizzy. She drank a
Yeah.
lot, and then she stabs him, and then he turns really old and then dusty, and then she runs away out the room with one of the maids. But then she starts
and he
fighting.
looks busted.
He looks
He looks
busted.
But
He looks-
essentially,
For a second, I
It's
didn't even think
giving-
it was the same actor. I didn't think it was Thomas.
It's
But that
giving,
makeup was really good.
Phantom of the Opera when they take his mask off.
Oh,
Well, can I tell you, the man's got a different shaped nose, but
Can
the
I-
nose looks
I-
clean. It doesn't look like a prosthetic. It's good.
I would let the Phantom of the Opera.
sorry,
And that's your mental illness.
that was my spoon.
And I shouldn't have finished that sentence anyway.
Before
Yeah.
or after the killings, because after the killings, it's kind of fucked. But like,
The whole time, Mama. And in Love Never Dies. But
I
anyway.
haven't seen that yet. But okay.
So
Oh my god, you have to.
I'm nervous that it's gonna not be good, and I'm gonna hate it.
you're gonna
That's
cry.
gonna be good.
It's great.
But you're gonna be really upset at the end.
So she like has a little tussle with Lana Del Rey and Kristin Chenoweth. Not that one. Not that one. Not
I'm
that
scared.
one. Not that one.
Mr.
Nope.
That's what he looks. That's
Not
what he
that
looks-
one. Not that
All he
one.
wants for Christmas is his 2 front teeth. Let me tell you.
That is not the one I'm referring to, and you know it, Harry.
Harry's showing pictures of the Thomas Doherty after they take off the makeup.
Anyway, so she has a tussle with the two girls, and she runs off with the maid that's like left Daya, and
Yeah, because she was gonna be part of the ritual, like she's gonna drink her blood or something.
yeah, and then the Kristin Chenoweth and Lana Del Rey start fighting over a spear, and Kristin Chenoweth is so dumb she impales both of them, her
Both of
and
them.
I
Lana.
don't know if
I thought she did that on
Dumb move.
purpose.
I thought she did it on purpose.
I don't know that she did it on purpose, and they're
out on
like and then
No,
they
no.
die.
I thought she was just
But like,
over
she
it.
finally stood up for herself. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, which great, love that
Good
for
for her after 100 years.
I think she was trying to protect the Lana Del Rey, and she accidentally stabbed both of them.
I think she was just sick of being
Not
a
protect
vampire.
Lana, protect Evie. You mean?
No, protect.
Well, she stabbed Lana, so
Yeah, I
Push
thought
Lana
she
onto the
was.
stick.
yeah,
She
she's gonna
supposed to
protect
do
her.
it.
She ran her into
Yeah,
a
because she's dumb and she
Yeah.
made a mistake, and she accidentally stabbed her instead of Evie.
No, I think she did
No.
it on purpose.
Why
No,
would she
did it
do
on
that?
purpose.
Because
she was protecting Evie because
She's protecting
she
Evie.
was,
She doesn't want to
um,
do this anymore.
yeah, she was attacking Evie, and then Lana Del Rey was attacking Evie, and then she comes up behind Lana Del Rey, slashes her on the back, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I don't want to do this anymore. Like, we can't keep doing this. Like, you're horrible."
Actually, what she said is, "I don't want to do this
This
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
I don't wanna be a
do this
piece
Okay.
of
And
pie.
how?
I don't
Anyway.
want
Guys, wait.
Essentially, no.
Guys, wait.
Let me finish my.
Wait.
What?
Ready?
What?
Look
What?
at this. Look at this. My hands are over here.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Oh.
You know
So
what?
it was an accident.
It's
Hold on.
only
Harry couldn't
doing
wait
it
for
for
me to-
you.
Maybe it's because I'm on my iPad. Because literally, look, I'll do it again. Hold on, let me lower it. Okay, ready? My hands are over here.
Harry is raising his hand, and then we're trying to see if
No,
the
we
raise
have-
hand
Bottom of the
filter
screen
on
says you're
Zoom
about to
also
raise-
works.
I like how he said, watch my hands. Watch my hands.
Wait, at the bottom of the screen, it says you're about to raise your hand when I do it. Ready? It's in a circle.
Wow.
What the fuck? Harry
Okay.
Otero.
Well, Harry couldn't wait
do that?
for me to finish my sentence to that. He had to interrupt it.
Yeah.
Because one thing about Harry, he's gonna interrupt you.
Yes.
That's
And
my
So
hand gestures.
whatever I'm gonna
Oh
say is
my
gonna
God.
forward whatever you
Somebody
say.
mute this man.
yeah. So
Sabrina.
she fights and stands up for herself and also trying to protect Evie because Evie was actually nice to her.
Oh.
Unlike Lana Del Rey. And okay, anyway, now they're doing the most.
But
I'm gonna end this
we-
podcast. She kills
Sabrina-
her,
How did
and then
Sabrina get it to work?
You have to go onto
gonna kill
reactions
myself.
and click recognize hand gesture.
What if I clap? No, it's not.
Well, no. That's can I tell you doing the fucking most is what
okay,
oh, do
and
this.
so then she goes and she kills Dracula, and the movie ends. If you want to follow us on Instagram, that's
No. Okay. So then Thomas Doherty comes out of the boonies. He comes out of the ashes and he's ugly. And he's like, "You dumb fucking bitch. Literally, I could have given you such a good life. You're so Did we talk about how he called her brown?
No.
Did we forget that bit? Okay, so when he was
was
sucking the blood of that one girl in the study, he looks at Evie and he says, honestly, this is a really good deal for people like you. You know, like people of
Oh,
your
yeah.
background, like this is like a really good upgrade. And she spits in his face.
yeah,
And it's
Hakpa.
good. And I'm glad that she did that. So
Yeah.
now he's like doing that again. He's like, literally, you dumb fucking bitch. I'm rich and famous and I'm Dracula.
Yeah.
How could
Yeah.
you do this to me?
Well, then
And she
he grabs her by the throat, and he has her there, and she grabs the cutting wire and says, "Hashing!" and cuts his little wristy off, or his little handy off. He gives her a handy.
Yeah, because he tries to choke her out, and she was not feeling it.
She was not having it.
No.
Well, she like cuts his handy, gives him a handy, and then pushes him into the flames, and then he
catches on fire.
I don't think she did that.
And she loses all of her vampire powers. She only got to be a vampire for like 15 minutes, and I think
Right.
that's sad.
That's sad.
Right, because all the women, all like the wives, got their powers from him. So now that he's dead, like she doesn't get to keep the powers.
And then cutscene. We're in England. It's raining.
2 weeks later.
Oliver is
2
hightailing
weeks later.
Oliver is hightailing it through London. Also, where am I? Sorry. Fucking PG-14
and I told you.
over here.
Yeah, we told you. He's paid
Uh,
off the police to like hide the mansion fire murders.
I don't know. He's doing some jacked up crap, something.
He did
know?
that.
Because there's generations of fuck shit basically happening. So I'm sure there's like all kinds of embezzlement, Epstein's crimes, you know, all up in Oliver's line. So then he walks into a building and he's like, oh, she can't do anything, she's mortal now, blah blah blah. And you see in the corner it's Evie waiting with her friend, and they're watching him go into the building, and they're like, okay, are you guys ready? They're like, yeah, we're ready. And then they go into the I don't know what the ending is supposed to insinuate. They follow Oliver into the building, and her one friend has a bat. I guess they're supposed to kill him.
They're
but,
gonna
like,
kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, they are gonna kill him for being horrible.
But then, like, okay, what about us and our lives and DNA? And like, you can't just kill somebody in a modern sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
he was paying the police to, like, you know, not have anything go on record. So I don't think that anyone would be like, oh, Oliver died. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just don't think you can.
Yeah,
be
but I don't know. I feel like the family would be like, and we need a
Yeah, like
find
now
her.
that we have
Meow.
no
You know
vampire
what I'm saying?
powers, the jury is out. You know what I mean? Like the jury, you better be scared about the judicial system. Did you know that England has no constitution? They're only run off of tradition. There's no like formal decree holding them to something like a constitution is. That's crazy. When I heard that, I thought that was wild.
Wow. That is wild.
But yeah, the more you know.
And that's the invitation.
That's the invitation.
The invitation. All right.
Allegedly a flop, but I mean,
we dug it.
It made 3 times what they paid for it.
Good for them. Good
This
for
is
Tom.
a skirt for a mouse.
Correct.
For Stuart Little, found dead.
Found
Oh,
dead
I'm
in
making
Chicago.
his burial shroud.
God.
Okay.
Anyway, so
yeah,
what-
so that was the invitation. Now we have to rate it. I don't have my I do have my laptop actually.
Rate?
we're gonna
It's a
need you
little
to
more.
pull out the list and write this
Yeah.
down.
Right?
What is our rating unit, you guys?
I
Yeah,
don't
also
know.
what did we rate that other movie when my computer was being stupid?
The problem that we have with rating.
Oh, I wrote it down somewhere.
The problem that we have with rating everyone is that we enjoy our own company so very much that when we watch the movies together, they're 10 out of 10s. They could have been a shit movie, but because we watched it together, it's a 10 out of 10 for us.
It's true.
So
I
my
don't-
instinct is to
Oh.
say 10. You know, like 10. That movie was amazing. I had so much fun. But I don't know if it merited a 10.
We usually give everything
I
an
wouldn't
8.
give it a 10, but
No, I wouldn't either. We usually give things an 8.
And this one feels like an 8.
Okay, let me see. The last thing I have
Harry?
on here
Harry.
is literally the last thing I have on here is Twitches.
Well,
Well,
that was
we
the
gotta
last
update
movie
that.
we did. Yeah.
No, because we
Anyway,
also did...
hi,
Uh-huh.
Barbarian that you asked for is 8 out of 10. Miss Harry Joe Long Teats.
Wow.
What?
I remember
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
that's what we said.
Miss Harry
Barbarian, what was
Jo
it? 8 out of 10. 8 out
Miss Harry Joe Long Teats.
Joe as in Joe.
Yes.
Okay. And then now we're on to the invitation.
Mm-hmm.
So what's our system? What's our...
Okay.
What are we thinking?
Honestly, maybe like a 7. But I had a great time. I loved it.
Yeah, but we
Really?
need the unit of measurement.
Yeah, but what's the unit of measurement?
Finger
sucks.
Finger sucks.
No.
Naked hot
Ooh.
tub finger sucks. Naked hot tub finger sucks.
No, Lana Del Rey finger sucks.
Okay, we can't do
Lana
something
Del
like
Finger
that.
sucks.
Lana
Lana
Del
Del
finger
Fing-
sucks.
Okay,
And
how
that's what
many
it is.
out of 10?
I would give it. Can I tell you? The sex scene left a lot to be desired.
A lot to be. We're,
Okay,
we're
but it
still
wasn't-
looking for
it
the
wasn't-
unrated version, y'all.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a R-rated movie, you know what I mean? So we can't expect much.
What was
from
it
this.
rated?
Can I tell you, if it was an R-rated movie, 10. I would have 10. That's what I would have been here for.
The
Uh,
best
the
part was the
invitation-
hot tub.
Because it was so sexy and so sensual. And if they had leaned into that more, like you're supposed to do for vampires, I think it would have been a 10 out of 10.
It's
already
PG-13.
I was already sketched out by him by the time he started kissing her on the bed. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it like a but the Lana Del Rey.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it an 8.
me too.
Nate.
I'm
The
gonna give
thing
it
is,
an
I was
8.
giggling every time.
I'm
like,
giving it an
came on
8. I would
screen.
give it a 9, but I want to be fair.
But we
so-
hated that she fumbles the bag at the end because I think all of us
But
here,
no, but he would have been awful. He would have been
but
awful
all
anyway.
of us here, would have
said
done
yes.
it. All of us here would have
Yeah,
done it.
come on.
Oh.
We can
Be real.
pretend to be on a high horse, Harry, but all
No,
of
no,
us
no, no,
here
no,
would
no.
have done it.
Okay, no, that's fair. But also, what would have happened is we would have done it. We would have had a great time for like 100 years, and then at
Okay,
100.
Harry, look at me in the
Wait,
eyes. Look at
wait,
me.
wait,
I
wait,
know
wait,
what you're saying, though,
No,
because you
no.
just said it. That he's gonna get bored of you, this and that, and the third. You're
No.
looking in Thomas Doherty's eyes, and he's looking at you earnestly.
Well,
and
I'm
he's
looking
saying,
at Thomas
"Please."
Doherty's eyes. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I say his name wrong. Maybe this entire podcast.
And I think you've said it different every time.
It's like Donald Gleason. Damn.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm so sorry,
It's
Thomas.
Donald. It's Donald.
Okay, and I still.
Is she trying to say Liam Neeson?
No.
No. Okay. Hey Liam, how's my aunt?
No,
Okay.
we're not delving into that. We're not delving into that.
Okay.
You're looking at Thomas in the eyes. He has his nipples out looking at you, and he's, you know what I mean? His body is warm, and you're gonna say no?
No. What I'm saying is that at 102, if he treated you badly and you were, you know, the independent, strong woman you are, and you're tired of his bullshit, you would find a way with the other two to be like, he's treating us wrong. Let's get.
Can I tell you?
You can
I'm
say
not
no
marrying him
then.
for him. I'm marrying him for Lana Del Rey.
And
Right.
Mhm.
apparently I have spider grip powers. I can start climbing the walls. That sounds kind of fun.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
he did not spider
did.
grip.
He did start spider gripping at the end.
He did start. Do you know how much fun it would be to climb the walls?
Girl, I bet you already know how with them grippers.
I got these
Yeah.
dogs, and they be gripping everything. All I'm waiting for is my hands.
Okay, wait. The
Okay.
rating. The rating.
Anyway, Harry said 8, Chelsea said 8. Sabrina, you sticking with your 7?
7.5.
7, really?
I just don't know. The first half of the movie is such a 10. The latter half is like not it's like a 6.
I
I don't know.
wish
The
that she had gone
ending,
with it.
I didn't love. Like the whole last
I hated the wedding dress.
15 minutes. I was like, I don't know. I was expecting like more, I guess. I feel like I'd give it a 7.
I think it was too easy to kill him too. I was like, this guy's 300,000 million years old, and you just give him a little spider kick into the.
Well, she had to
Fire,
stab.
we're
She had
done?
to suck his blood. She had to stab him, and then she had to throw him into the fire.
She's too new. I feel like he should have been harder to kill. You know what I mean?
Um,
And you're telling me Adriana Lima with her long ass legs wouldn't have caught up to her? Nah.
So then, if it's a 7, 7.5, 8, do we just lean towards 7.5?
Damn, that sucks.
yeah, 7.5.
I think it's like a 7.9.
Oh, okay.
Can we do a
Just put
0.8?
7.5.
Harry?
You,
Can
we
we
ain't
do a
doing all that.
0.8? Can we do a 0.8? I would feel
No,
good
we
about
can't.
myself.
7.8.
Well, because if we have 2 8s, a 7 and a 7.5, there's no way the happy medium would be a 7.
Okay, then I give it a 4. I just want it to be a 7.5.
I think we should give it a 7.8.
I think it was a great experience in the theater with you guys. Watching it again made me realize it's not that great.
Watching
I
it
love
again
it.
made me giggle
Can I tell you-
hard. I was like,
Yeah. Can I tell
As
you?
a movie, as a
disappointed.
movie, as a film, it's okay. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
it did its job. I don't think it's amazing,
Okay,
but it's
if
it's
they
worth
had
it.
casted Machete as
Cast.
if they had cast Machete as Dracula, maybe I wouldn't have been so hetero.
No, yeah. No,
know what I
that's
mean?
Cut
not
it, yeah.
at all,
You know
but-
Machete.
Well, I know Machete. Why are we casting him as
No,
Dracula?
but-
Because I'm trying to
No,
think
no,
of
no,
someone
no,
that
no,
doesn't
no,
make
no.
me want to like,
No, but that's not how it works because he wasn't cast. It was
He
Thomas.
had to
So
be-
he's part of the movie.
but because it was Thomas,
He's part of the movie. You can't
7.8.
like if it was. He's part of the movie. That's it.
7.8. Lana
Right.
Del
With
finger
Thomas,
sucks.
I still think it's like a 7.
7.8. Lana Del finger sucks. All right, everybody, that's the podcast.
Wait, I wanted to go through it very short. It's kind of long, but I'm gonna go through it fast. I wanted to revisit all of our ratings because I feel like they're funny and we haven't
done a recap in a minute.
Yeah. So first movie, Ma, 7.5 out of 10, almost cut P9. Scary. The second movie, Scary Stories, 6 out of 10 toes. We were really, really mild at the beginning. And number 3, Annabelle Comes Home, 8 out of 10 fucking oh my.
Wait a minute. We gave Scary Stories a 6?
Harry
He
gave
gave
it.
Scary Stories a
Harry's
6?
giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose. Yeah, we did give Scary Stories a 6.
Can I tell you that's wild because we think about that movie now and we're like, oh, love that movie.
Yeah.
I think it grew on us.
Okay.
Can I
Anyway,
tell you that movie retrospectively 10? I think
Okay.
about it all the time.
We're not changing ratings. We're just gonna keep going. Okay.
Sorry.
Annabelle Comes Home, 8 out of 10 fucking oh my's. Number 4, The Grudge, 3 out of 10 Sleeping Harrys.
Wow.
Because I did fall asleep.
can I tell you? And we haven't even talked about The Grudge on the
And we
podcast.
haven't talked about it. Yeah. Invisible Man, 8.5 out of 10 surprises. That movie was good.
That was crazy.
our-
Anxiety attack.
Number 6 is Our House, which we haven't reviewed either. It was really bad. 2 out of 10 Raggedy Anns. Bad.
I don't know if you caught on, but the ones we don't like, we don't.
Because we don't
Noah
talk
6
about.
hasn't made the pod.
Yeah. Number 7 is The Turning, which we also didn't review. 4 out of 10 mouth spiders. That's the one with the guy from
That
Stranger
was so upsetting. I thought that was going to be so much better.
I know it
Which
wasn't.
one?
The Turning.
Oh, The Turning. Suck balls. Horrid.
Yeah. Number 8, The Boy 2. 8 out of 10 bussy mouth gay boy hand wiggle fingers with a Z.
And
Yeah.
that's where it got unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the turning point.
That was the turning point.
It went from mouth spiders to bussy mouth gay boy hand wiggle
The
fingers.
Boy 2 quivers in comparison to The Boy 1. The Boy 1 was so good.
Yeah, but we didn't watch that one. So next, number 9, The Silence, which we didn't review either. 2 out of 10 bayangs. Remember when bayangs was a thing?
Yeah.
Not the
Harry
best.
insisted that we do bayangs, and I was
He
like,
did.
it's gonna be out of style in 2
Because
seconds.
you know why? It's because when we were watching the movie, that's all Chelsea and that's all Chelsea and I could say.
You got a wind chime over there, Harry?
Yeah. Okay, that's The Silence of Stanley Tucci. That's all I remember. Okay, I think this is 10. The Conjuring.
Fire.
10 out of 10.
10
out of 10 mouth pukes is what we came up with. Number 11, The Exorcist. 7.5 out of 10 lick me's.
That was crazy. Can't believe I've seen that movie.
That's a great movie.
Number 13. Ooh, perfect number. Oh no, did I skip one? I think this is number 12. I don't remember. 2, 4, 6, 8.
How about
10,
just say it?
13, Halloween Town, 10 out of 10, Ghost No Sweat Drops. And we give it a 10 because it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
After Halloween Town, Rosemary's Baby, 8 out of 10, Chalky Devils, Pepper Mouses. Okay. No, the next one, Hocus Pocus, 9.5 out of 10, Yabos. Next, Jennifer's Body, 10 out of 10 Those, which we still haven't reviewed.
Those.
We haven't reviewed Jennifer?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
we have.
Hi, that was my birthday pod.
Yeah.
Oh, it was because you chose it. That's right.
And it felt like my birthday pod, can I tell you?
Okay, after that we have Gremlins, 7.5 out of 10 World War IIs because
I can't believe
World War
that
II.
was rated so
Wasn't
low.
it
Sabrina is a
WW?
World War II man.
Wasn't it
WWII?
WWII?
It was
WWII.
Okay, after that, oh my god, we did watch this movie, Krampus. And we gave it a 6 out of 10 Alaskan Bowworms.
Mm-hmm.
Insidious was next, 8 out of 10 wet cough jiggies.
Have we talked about Insidious on this podcast?
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done so many. We're just famous. I don't know.
I know.
I forgot what we do.
After that was, wow, this was a long time ago, Midsommar. 9.5 out of 10 puby meat pies.
And it's still good.
And
it's really good.
That's a great movie.
Fabulous.
Next one after that was Van Helsing. 8 out of 10 Mama Milkers. Why was it Mama Milkers?
Can I tell you, Van Helsing took forever to get through.
Yeah, it did.
That was rough.
After that was Crimson Peak. 8 out of 10 saggy, ghosty titties, red variety.
So we all of them are boob related.
And can I tell you, I'm not the one naming them, so don't even start.
It's saggy, ghosty titties, semicolon, red variety.
The red variety.
Red variety.
After that was
Taylor's
Host.
version. Sorry, continue.
After that was Host, 9.5 out of 10 sunburnt booby daddies.
Host was good.
Booby
Host was
daddies.
good.
Boobies again.
Yeah, we really, we love a jug. After that, The Conjuring 3, DMMDI.
The devil
made me do it.
Wow, you're so smart.
One day we'll do The Conjuring 2, but who knows?
Yeah. The Conjuring 3, at 9 out of 10 Miss Juicy River Girls.
Mm-hmm.
After that was Malignant, 8.2.5 out of 10. Did we actually give it
8.2.5, I remember that.
8.2.5.
And I can't give this a 7.8.
Fine, damn.
We did give it a 7.8.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, Malignant, 8.2.5 out of 10. Coco for Campy Puffs.
And that movie, correct.
And Coco and Campy are both with a K. Then after that was Twitches.
Both Cocos?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
just the first.
Just the first co?
Just the first.
I was gonna say that's the problem.
Yeah, that would have been an issue.
It's just 2 Ks. After that was Twitch's 7 out of 10 Darkness Daddy OJ gloves. Okay.
Yeah, well,
That wasn't
Well,
the best. But it's not too soon because OJ did it. We all know that, right?
And then
for defamation.
Oh,
was
all
it
of this is alleged.
allegedly. He wrote a
Alleged-
whole book about it.
He
Please.
said if he said
He
if
said
I
if.
were to murder her, this is how I do it.
He needs to get in line, girl. If he wants to
Also-
sue me,
also-
that's double jeopardy. Get in line.
Also, question, allegedly, was the glove made out of leather?
Yes.
That shrinks and stretches. That's why his hand didn't fit in it. Anyway.
And
Also,
I also am pretty sure he was
he
sticking
put it
his
on
hand
like
in his
this.
glove like this. He was like it don't have fit.
He didn't slide it in
fit.
like you would normally.
Okay, and then Barbarian 8 out of 10, Miss Harry Joe Long Teats, and The Invitation 7.8 out of 10, Lana Del Finger Sucks.
Lana Del Fingers.
Perfect.
And we still
Okay.
have a list of not watched that we've mentioned: The Devil All the Time, Malevolent, Before I Wake, Cabin in the Woods, You Should Have Left, Haunting of Hill House, La Llorona, Terrified, Paranormal Activity, or that's supposed to say Terrifier, Paranormal Activity, and Ready or Not.
Ready or not?
Here I come. I'm gonna find you.
See, the difference is Chelsea is
Vocals.
thinking about the 90s version. Christian was singing Bridget.
And so
right.
was I.
And so,
was
and
thinking- what-
and
there's
Bridget
a
Mendler, we
different-
trust.
What was
Amen
it?
to Bridget.
Bridget, this is B. Bridget.
Bridget.
Bridge.
We trust. Okay, so that was our review. We'll watch another movie soon so we can review it, and we'll continue with our little in-between podcast where we just do whatever the fuck we want because it's
our podcast and not
and not-
yours. And all
Guys,
the
And how about some of this, bitch?
and don't get tricked by any imitators out there.
Fuck, these bitches is our sons.
But who's the daddy? But who's the daddy?
But who's the daddy?
Who's the daddy?
That is.
So don't get it
Well.
twisted. Don't get confused. Okay.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
We're the originals
Yeah,
and
that's
we are the gays.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
want this kind of content. We talk about tits and dick. Who
Mhm.
doesn't want this? And horror. Ooh. And they gotta put
Mhm.
that on
And
a t-shirt.
Anyway,
And horror.
They gotta put that on a t-shirt.
anyway,
On a t-shirt.
on a
Okay, anyway.
any freaking McWay. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, you can find us on Instagram at The Scary Queens. That's THE Scary Queens, just in case you didn't know how to spell that. And you can listen to us on all the streaming platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google,
Gawk.
all of them. Anyway, Sabrina, take it away.
Thank you so much for spending your whatever time of the day it is with us. We love you very much. Stay afraid, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys,
Do you think they'll know that I was flaming them?